Meanwhile, a jailer called Jilted Jake paced around outside the seedy cell, replete with a handlebar moustache, with the obligatory keys dangling from the belts of his tights. Don't ask me why he was wearing star-spangled tights. Now, my researchers have looked into this, and we think it's because he was related to pearly kings and queens. Very common in Victorian musical hall times. An early form of glam rock, if you like. My boy, my name is Fagin, and I'm going to do you a favour, because I want somebody on the outside. At this point in time, I'm placing this gold ring on your finger. When you find yourself in a situation in which you feel you can take advantage and get the whip hand, just rub the ring 3 times and twist around 3.5 times, and the situation could change to your advantage. Or you may want to use it for positive means. That's down to you, young urchin. Don't be so silly, replied Oliver. That's ridiculous. I've never heard of so much nonsense in my life. Don't you ever call me a liar, young lad, or I'll chop your ear off with my trusty blade. All right, keep your hair on, whatever's left of it. I'll try it, said Oliver, still not believing the murky-looking character describing himself as Fagin. At that point he stood up, rubbed his ring 3 times, did the twist 3.5 times, and, in a puff of smoke, he found himself on the other side of the cell, wearing the jailer's attire and sporting a huge handlebar moustache. He looked into the cell, and Jilted Jake the jailer was dressed in his orphan-like rags and stuck there with Fagin. You're right, this works, he said. I might come back, Fagin, or I might not. See you later. And off he toddled with the keys and let himself out of the jail, walked down the road, and at that point in time he realised he had a great hunger. For he didn't like the food in the jail that much, so he'd been splattering it against the walls. That's why the jail stank. That's another story completely. I digress. Let's get back to the story. Twisted Oliver spotted on the cobble street a beautiful burgundy burger van. Oh, I feel like a burger every now and again. And a triple cheeseburger with extra fries sounds good. He looked into his jailer's pockets and guess what? There was money in there. These jailers with star-spangled prototype glam rock tights must have quite a few bob. Here I am, dressed as one, looking like the pillar of the pearly king and queen community. As he walked up to the beautiful burgundy burger van, he was greeted by a fairly slight man with a chef's cap on. Quite pretentious, really, as it wasn't a restaurant as such, but appearances were and remain very important, not just on the East End, but in many places scattered around the world. All right then, mister, I'll have a Christmas Carol triple-decker cheeseburger and a large portion of fries with extra ketchup and a minimum of a thimbleful of truffle oil. Please toss nicely all over the fries with a pinch of rustic sea salt, even if it's from Blackpool. Fingers crossed it's not. I'm sorry we've got no truffle oil, or thimbles for that matter, but I can do the rest for you. 3pence, please. 3pence. At that precise time, Twisted Oliver had an idea. Aha! He rubbed his ring, did the twist 3.5 times, and in a puff of smoky smoke he found himself in the burger van, and the poor burger chef, let's call him that to be polite, ended up in the jailer's costume. Jumping into the seat of the van, where the keys were in ignition, the vermin Oliver